Have you ever imagined riding a Ferris wheel underground? These are 23 insane underground structures that no one knows about. Starting with number 1. The Slănic Prahova salt mine. This is Europe's biggest salt mine, located about 60 miles north of Bucharest. It consists of 14 caves, but the two main levels are called Unira and Mihai. Inside, the air is very pure and stays at a constant temperature of about 54 degrees Fahrenheit all year long. Some chambers are enormous with ceilings that reach up to 180 feet high. Wooden balconies run along the ceilings so workers can check the salt walls. There is even a salt museum called Genesis Hall with sculptures of famous heroes. Visitors can enjoy fun activities like playgrounds, ping pong, and even sports courts. After an elevator broke in 2014, minibuses now take visitors up and down the mine. It has a long history, with mining starting back in the 17th century. There are even rumors that scientists might build a cosmic lab here. Number 2. Underground Hotel, Shanghai, China. The InterContinental Shanghai Wonderland is a wild hotel built inside a quarry. It is hidden in an old quarry near Shanghai and took 10 years to build. The hotel has 18 floors, with 16 deep underground and 2 even underwater. There are 336 rooms with amazing views of cliffs, waterfalls, and a glass skywalk. This hotel shows how humans and nature can team up to create something amazing. Would you like to stay in a hotel inside a quarry? Number 3. Özkonak Underground City, Turkey. This ancient city under Cappadocia has 10 floors, making it feel like a giant ant farm. It was discovered in 1972 by a local farmer named Latif when his crop's water mysteriously vanished. Rooms are connected by tunnels carved from volcanic rock. It has a water well, ventilation system, wineries, and moving stone doors. A unique feature is the tiny holes above the passageways, which may have been used for communication or to pour boiling oil on intruders. It was built long ago, possibly by Byzantine people, to protect against attacks. Today, the Turkish government has built a new entrance with shops, though few tourists visit. Number 4. The Billionaire's Bunker, Czechia. There is a billionaire in Czechia who built his own secret bunker in case of an apocalypse. It's called the Oppidum, and it was built during the Cold War inside a Czech mountainside. This 77,500 square foot bunker hides 16 floors underground with many luxury rooms like a cinema, pool, spa, gym, and underground garden with fake sunlight. It even has a secret corridor and its own private helipad for quick escapes. The shelter was built by governments long ago and is the largest private bunker in the world. It can keep its residents safe for up to 10 years with food, water, and medical supplies. High-tech security like fingerprint and iris scanners protects the bunker. Hidden behind blast doors are living rooms, bathrooms with jacuzzis, and even children's bedrooms. Plus, a secret tunnel connects the buildings above to the epic hideout below. Number 5. Salina, Turda, Romania. Have you ever imagined riding a Ferris wheel underground? Salina Turda is a 17th century salt mine in Romania that has been transformed into a surreal underground park. An elevator with panoramic views will take you 400 feet underground to the bottom of the cave. You will see an underground lake where you can take boat rides, a giant Ferris wheel that offers breathtaking views of the cave, and an amphitheater that hosts events and performances inside the salt walls. You can even play mini golf or ping pong in this ancient mine. It draws tourists from all over the world to experience this sci-fi-like attraction. Walking through its tunnels feels like stepping into a secret world hidden beneath the earth. It's so impressive that even the most famous YouTuber in the world, Mr. Beast, recently filmed a video here. Number 6. Russia's secret Arctic tunnel system. Deep in Siberia's Arctic, a frozen maze of tunnels hides under the town of Novi Port. Winter is extremely cold and lasts for about 8 months here, and there are no roads. Everything comes by boat during terrible storms and icy conditions. One day, researchers found a broken wooden hut half buried in snow on the beach. Inside the hut, they discovered a ramp that led to a huge dark tunnel, 15 feet wide and 7 feet high. They found thousands of feet of tunnels dug into the permafrost and over 200 small caves, all with glittery, frosted walls. old electrical wires and lights line the tunnel ceilings, showing that people worked here long ago. Forced laborers may have dug these tunnels for 6 long years, using pickaxes and shovels in freezing weather. Imagine digging in such bitter cold that your tools could break from the ice. Some think the tunnels were used as a giant freezer to store up to 1,750 tons of fish during harsh winters. What do you think? Were these tunnels built for hiding from danger or to keep food frozen during the coldest months? Number 7. Matmata, Tunisia. You might know this place from Star Wars. Matmata is a small town in southern Tunisia known for its underground homes. They are built underground because the desert heat hits 122 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer. But inside, a cool 77 degrees Fahrenheit, feeling like nature's own AC. These homes are built by digging deep into soft sandstone, making them like natural caves. They are called troglodyte homes because they are similar to cave dwellings. They dug a giant pit and carved rooms around it like a cozy cave donut. The entrance is on the side of a small hill, and it feels like stepping into a cave. The courtyard brings light and fresh air while rooms are connected through tunnels. A local family shows travelers their home and shares traditional Berber crafts. They even teach couscous making and rug weaving during visits. Some homes survive for 1,000 years until floods and droughts threaten them. Would you like to explore a real-life cave home like Luke Skywalker's? Number 8. Orvieto, Italy. Orvieto is a medieval city with over 1,200 secret caves underneath its streets. They were carved for over 2,500 years into soft volcanic rock, like a giant underground ant farm. They dug deep to hide from enemies and beat the summer heat. Each tunnel opens to a courtyard that brings in fresh air and light. You can take a tour that shows you ancient daily life and structures like olive mills, dove homes, and wells. Number 9. Cusco, Peru. Beneath this ancient city lies a secret maze of tunnels built by the Incas. They call the tunnel the Chincana, meaning labyrinth. The tunnel runs under the city for over a mile and connects 2 famous sites. It starts at the Temple of the Sun and ends at the Sacsayhuamayan fortress. It's 8 feet wide and as tall as a door with wooden beams and walls made of stone. Scientists used special sound waves and radar to discover this hidden passage. There are historical texts from the 1500s that mention the secret tunnel. Some branches of the tunnel might have helped the Incas communicate across the city. Number 10. Hospital Cave, Vịnh Moc, Vietnam. The Vịnh Moc is a wartime hospital and village in Vietnam built for 300 people to withstand US bombing for years. But this wasn't just a hideout, it was a fully functioning village with kitchens, wells, and even a maternity ward. Originally, residents dug their village 30 feet underground, but later expanded it to 100 feet for extra protection. The tunnel complex has 3 levels, the first for combat and temporary shelter, the second for living quarters and command, and the third for storing supplies and weapons. 13 exits were constructed, some opening to the sea and others to the hills to ensure safe evacuation. Despite several tunnel collapses that caused casualties elsewhere, the Vịnh Moc tunnels successfully sheltered their inhabitants. The network was built using simple tools over a mile of tunnels with labor-intensive efforts. During the Vietnam War, US forces dropped 7 tons of bombs per person in the area. Yet, 60 children were born underground and 17 in the tunnels, and not 1 out of 1,200 villagers died from bombings. But life underground was tough with no sunlight, high humidity, and constant heat. After the war, the tunnels were preserved as a historical site and museum open to visitors in 1995. Number 11. Mines and Catacombs of Paris. Beneath Paris lies a vast underground labyrinth of abandoned limestone quarries. These mines stretch for about 200 miles and were carved over centuries to extract limestone and gypsum. While only a small portion, the Catacombs, is officially open, the rest remains off limits to protect safety. In the late 1700s, dangerous collapses in overcrowded cemeteries led people to move their dead into these underground passages. In fact, it holds the remains of over 6 million Parisians, offering a haunting glimpse into Paris's past. Above the entrance is a chilling warning that reads out, "Stop, here is the Empire of Death." But some people cannot be stopped. In 2004, the police found a secret theater with a bar and restaurant. Did you know many of Paris' iconic buildings were built using gypsum from these very mines? Number 12. Boulby Underground Laboratory, UK. Boulby Underground Laboratory is the UK's deepest science facility, located 3,600 feet below the surface, deeper than Burj Khalifa's height. It's dug so deep to escape cosmic rays, making it 1 million times quieter than on the surface. It actually takes a 6-minute elevator ride just to get all the way down to the lab. Scientists use Boulby to research dark matter, extreme environments, geology, and even astrobiology. They use detectors like Zeppelin and Cygnus, tools so sensitive they could hear a pin drop in space. The lab has advanced clean rooms, power, internet, and specialized screening areas for sensitive experiments. It has been active since the 1990s, and in addition to its main laboratory, a nearby salt mine serves as an outside experimental area. Number 13. Gibraltar Stay Behind Cave Complex. Gibraltar hides a secret cave complex inside a mountain built for Brits during World War II. There are tunnels that could house a 16,000-strong garrison with supplies to last 16 months. They stocked 45,000 liters of water, a bike-powered radio, and cork floors to muffle noise. The whole network stretches for 34 miles under the rock. British planners built a special secret base called the Stay Behind Cave. 6 brave spies were chosen to hide there and watch enemy movements for 7 years if Gibraltar fell to the Nazis. After the war, the tunnels stayed hidden until they were rediscovered in the 1990s. Only 30 guests a year can visit the cave on guided tours. Number 14. Lalibela Underground Churches, Ethiopia. There are 11 amazing churches that were carved from solid rock in Ethiopia. They were built over 800 years ago by order of King Lalibela. He wanted to create a new Jerusalem after Muslims blocked travel to the Holy Lands. Each church is chiseled from solid rock. No bricks, no wood, carved directly into volcanic rock. They are connected by tunnels, trenches, and secret passageways. The churches form 2 groups, one north of a small river and one to the south. Today, pilgrims still pray here, lighting candles in the cool, shadowy halls. Local people even say angels helped with their miraculous creation. Number 15. Cu Chi Tunnels, Vietnam. The Cu Chi Tunnels are a giant 75-mile maze built by the Viet Cong during the Vietnam War. They served as living quarters, hospitals, kitchens, and storage for weapons and food for thousands of soldiers. Life here was brutal, with awful meals, malaria outbreaks, and people going months without sunlight. The tunnels were full of booby traps like bamboo pits and trapdoors with spikes to slow down enemy soldiers. Viet Cong fighters used these hidden passageways to launch surprise attacks and move supplies secretly. Some tunnels were so dark and narrow that only tiny brave soldiers called tunnel rats would crawl through, dodging snakes, scorpions, and exploding tripwires. Today, visitors can join guided tours to crawl through safe parts of the tunnels and see recreated booby traps. Number 16. Diefenbunker, Canada. The Diefenbunker is a huge underground bunker in Carp, Canada. It was built during the Cold War to protect government leaders from a nuclear attack. The bunker is 4 stories tall and made of strong concrete and steel. It was built between 1957 and 1961 under Prime Minister John Diefenbunker. It could house hundreds of people with food, water, and supplies for emergencies. In 1994, the bunker was closed and later turned into a museum. Visitors can explore rooms like the Prime Minister's Suite, a broadcast studio, and a gold vault. Number 17. Kelvedon Hatch Secret Nuclear Bunker, UK. This hidden lair was built to save 600 Brits from nuclear bombs during the Cold War. The bunker is tucked under a small bungalow and it has 3 floors and built from very strong concrete. It was built to shelter military leaders and the Prime Minister to keep the government running if the war turned hot. Inside there were rooms for living, working, and a small TV studio to share news. Originally it started as an RAF air defense station and later became a government headquarters. Today, the bunker is a museum where visitors learn about life during the Cold War. Many fun activities, like guided tours and escape rooms, are offered there. Number 18. Metro 2, Russia. Metro 2 is a rumored secret underground metro system beneath Moscow. There are solid indications of its existence, but no actual proof. It allegedly connects government bunkers, facilities, and even an airport to protect and evacuate leaders during a nuclear attack. The tunnels could be very deep, lying up to 650 feet underground, and some say they can hold 10,000 people and has its own train lines. In the 1990s, urban explorers claimed to find entrances, but they were quickly sealed. One of them even said they'd be surprised if it didn't exist. Declassified documents further hint at its construction, though the government stays silent. Some say Stalin might have been the one to order its construction with the codename D6. Metro 2 is also mentioned in the Metro game series, depicted as a secret network of maintenance tunnels to patrol Moscow and hide the existence of the outside world. Its legend lives on, capturing the imagination of people around the world. Number 19. Third Infiltration Tunnel, Korean DMZ. The third infiltration tunnel is one of 4 tunnels under the Korean demilitarized zone. It was discovered in 1978 by South Korean forces. The tunnel is a mile long and runs deep underground, about 350 feet below the surface. It could allow up to 30,000 soldiers to move through every hour. North Korea painted the rocks black to pretend it was a coal mine, but they actually built it as a plan for a surprise attack on Seoul. South Korean forces call it the third tunnel of aggression. This is one of 4 tunnels found so far, but experts think there could be 20 more. Today, the tunnel is a guarded tourist site, with photography not allowed for security reasons. You'll have to bend when walking through to not hit your head on the rocky walls though, so tall people beware. Number 20. Zipaquirá Salt Cathedral, Colombia. Deep inside a salt mine in Colombia, about 30 miles north of Bogota, lies a breathtaking cathedral 650 feet deep underground inside a mountain. The cathedral is hand-carved into salt, and it has colorful lights, impressive sculptures, and water features that honor the miner's heritage. The salt deposits here are 250 million years old, which makes them older than the dinosaurs. It has 3 sections that tell the story of Jesus' birth, life, and death. Originally, miners carved a small sanctuary for daily prayers before a grand project began in the 1950s. The original structure had 3 naves, a monumental cross, and could hold up to 8,000 people. In 1991, a new cathedral was built beneath the old one and opened in 1995 with redesigned corridors and chapels. Today, the cathedral is a functioning church and a UNESCO-listed site, and you can even see a cross made of salt. Number 21. Temples of Humankind, Damanhur, Italy. Beneath a quiet Italian hillside near the Alps lies the world's largest underground temple complex, built in the 1970s. It's called the Temples of Humankind, and many call it the 8th wonder of the world. They were carved out of rock 100 feet beneath the surface by volunteers under the leadership of Falco Tarasako, who dreamed of ancient temples as a child. For 15 years, they worked in secret, hiding the sounds of construction by pretending to throw parties. In 1992, police raided the site but were stunned by what they found. The complex spans over 300,000 cubic feet, built on 5 levels with miles of corridors full of mosaics, murals, and sculptures. In 2001, it was recognized by Guinness World Records as the largest underground temple in the world. Number 22. Odessa Catacombs, Ukraine. Under Odessa lies a giant maze of underground tunnels called the Odessa Catacombs. These catacombs were mostly made in the 1800s when people mined limestone to build the city above. Over time, the tunnels grew into a chaotic network of 1,500 miles and many levels, with some tunnels reaching up to 200 feet below sea level. During World War II, Soviet partisans used parts of these tunnels as hideouts, and in the Cold War, some sections were turned into bomb shelters. Many entrances are now closed to keep people safe, but a small part of the catacombs is open to the public at a museum. Extreme adventurers sometimes explore the dangerous, unmapped tunnels. But getting lost here can be deadly. One story tells of a student abandoned by friends after a New Year's party who vanished into the darkness and was never found. Number 23. Khmer Caves Village, Lesotho. High in the mountains of Lesotho, families live in cave homes carved out of sandstone and mud. Built in the early 19th century by Chief Teleka of the Beja clan, the caves originally served as a hideout during times of drought and conflict. But ancient Sambushmen left cave paintings here long before the Beja tribe arrived. Today, descendants of the original inhabitants still live in these caves, maintaining a way of life that has lasted for centuries. They have tiny doorways which can make entering the homes harder for taller individuals. Locals are happy when visitors come, charging a small fee for tours. Let us know if you want to see more content like this. Check out our other videos shown on screen right now. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.